Artsy Solutions, and I decided I've got so many digitals, and I wanted to start a little series just using my different digitals. Some of them are from Etsy, Patreon. Some of them are like digital freebies from like blogs and Facebook pages and just all sorts of stuff. Buy me a coffee. So I just want to start using some of them because I have so many of them, and it's really a shame to just not at least use some of them. So today I made it's just a little journal insert, and I used the kit. It's a freebie kit for February on Livie's Lovelies on her Patreon channel. And Fam made some gorgeous papers and ephemera and different things like that are in the kit. And on her Patreon channel, she does have like several different freebies and stuff that she gives as part of your membership. And there's different tiers and stuff. You can check it out. But yeah, on this one, this was the February freebie, and I can't think of the name of it. I think it's for Madame C.J. Walker. She did a little thing for Black History Month, and just like a in memory of some of the people who did things or whatever in the past for Black History Month. So this was that February kit. So anyway, I'm going to show you what it looks like. And like I said, it's gorgeous, gorgeous papers, and it's just this one signature. And it's already been stitched or whatever, just the standard way, you know. And so I've got like a little bit of burlap and just some fabric lace, and I've got this little paper clip on here, and let me just flip it over, and it's connected to this little booklet that I made, and it's a little journal notebook. And I pretty much recycled, this image comes from a recycled packaging. And these two here, the front and the back cover, were really journal cards, but I decided to turn them into a journal spot and just added the burlap and different stuff. Little stickers from Shein. I did a little bit of stitching around the edges. And then added some coffee dyed paper. And then just some scrap papers to fill it, you know. Just some scrap papers I had. So that's that. And I had made this little double-sided paper clip a couple of years ago, and I just set that to the side. And so we just have some like book pages and little clusters and stuff, and that's like a little tuck spot right there. And this flips, and we just have like a little doily, some music paper, and this is a little pocket right here. And I just did some stitching on some of these. And then you have like a little pocket right here, a little side tuck spot. And we have another little, it's like a little belly band back here. And I just took some recycled paper packaging, I think that's what that Amazon packaging, and added some music sheet, and then stitched on some of this fabric that I'd gotten from the thrift store. And then here's another one of her, this is one of her journal cards, and I just backed it with some coffee dyed paper. And then here's a little tuck spot here, and a tuck spot here. And I took these were from, I think this was also from her Patreon channel. This was it last year sometime? I'm not real sure. It's one of her gratitude printables. And so I just added that in there, and we have a little pocket back here. And I just stitched on a little, what do you call it? Like, kind of like a tab in a way, I guess. And then you have like it's a slight little tuck spot right here. And then I just took some scrap papers and made little clusters and things like that. And so this opens up, and this is one of her envelopes. And I added it onto here and made it into like a flip out. And then I just added a piece of solid paper for a journaling spot. And then I got an old magazine page. And then we've got another little tuck spot here. And I just took a little piece of fabric. I'm not sure where this came from, but I took a piece of something and made a little tab out of that. And we've got us a little old tuck spot here. And then a tuck spot here. And then here's another one of her journal cards. Very pretty. And then some coffee dyed paper on the back. And we've got us a little tuck spot here. And her papers are just absolutely gorgeous. I love the details in there. Yeah, Madam C.J. Walker. Yeah, I think that was the kit. And then I made this little tuck spot here and just stitched on little clusters of fabric that I had gotten from the thrift store. I gotten that from a different thrift store than what I had gotten this pink fabric. That was also a thrift find too. And I just made a little double-sided journal card. Let's see. And then Madam C.J. Walker. And I turned this into like a little pocket. And then there's another little pocket back here. And this is one of her journal cards. And like I said, I just backed it with the coffee dyed paper. And I just added some tulle for the pockets and some lace. And just kind of made that up. Collaged that together. And then you have some more journal writing space. And then an old book page or old magazine page. And then some journal writing space. And this was actually from one of the paper lines that I had used. I think it was from this paper line. I'm not sure. I think that's what it was from, but yeah. I liked it, and so I used it. And so you've got like a little tuck spot right here. And you have a journal spot right here behind that. So I think this came from another page, but I'm not sure. And then I just added some music paper and collaged and stuff. And then some more writing space. More writing space. And then you have a little tuck spot right here. So that's pretty much it. So I want to show you how I made it. And I mainly focus on how I made this right here. And just a few things within the journal, not a whole lot. So let me go ahead and show you how I made it. Okay, so I have this kit. And it's from Livie's Lovelies on her Patreon site. And so it's a freebie. It's a digital freebie. And you get all kinds of, you get like digital papers. Very pretty. This is one of the papers. Here's another paper. Just beautiful. It has like pinks and lavenders and stuff like that. And here's another one. And another one. So pretty. So those are the papers. And I'm going to make something with the whole digital. And I printed them all out. And these are really journal cards, these two right here. But I'm just going to make these into like a little notebook. And then you have a tag, a journal card, another journal card. And you have some more ephemera. And you have this beautiful image of these ladies. And then you have this envelope. And I've already distressed everything. We're just going to do a little something with it. So I'm going to put all of this together in one session. That's my goal. So to start out, I'm going to go ahead and, this is so pretty. I think what I want to do, and I've got some extra little papers over to the side, some like scrap papers. And I try to keep the colors almost kind of neutral. You have like book pages, scraps, just different stuff. And I do have some coffee dyed paper that I'm probably going to use on the back of some of the journal cards. But as far as what I'm going to use on this first, I think I'm going to take a circle punch. It's the, well, I guess it's kind of like 1.5 inches. Oh no, let's just say, well, not even really 1.5. It's more like, yeah, we'll just say it's 1.5 inches. That's what we're going to say. 1.5 inch circle punch. And I think what I'm going to do, well, what I was wanting to do was punch a hole in the middle, but it's not going to go that far. You could probably do that if you had a die, or I could cheat and kind of fold this just a little bit to where I can reach the middle. I do have a circular die, but I don't feel like taking all that out. So what I may do is, like I said, I'm cheating. It's try to get to the middle, but if I cut it, I don't want to cut this part. So, I don't know. I don't want to like crinkle it up, but that's what I might have to do. I might have to roll it to get to where I need to get to. But I can straighten it back out, so have no fear. Where there's a will, there's a way. And if you want something, go for it and just do it. Regardless of how crazy it is or seems. I don't know, this might not work. I might have to change my idea. Yeah, I may have to change my idea. I was really wanting to do that. No, I'm not going to mess it up. Alright, regroup. Let's try again. So, or I could still do it and then just fussy cut it out. So I could just take a circle. It doesn't have to be really big. Just a circle and trace around it. Where there, like I said, where there's a will, there's a way. Trace around it. You can use a pen, pencil, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. Okay. So we're going to cut that out. The circle out. And I've got, let's see, where is it at? It's a leftover piece of packaging from ice resin. And it's got this beautiful lady on here. So I might use her image behind here. So let's just see. I may or may not. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and cut this out. And notice I put the circle up under the butterfly. I just think that butterfly is just so beautiful. And I just did not want to mess that up. So you can just find you a circular object and do what I'm doing. Or if you have a circular die, you can use that, and that works just as well. But we're just going to use what we've got today, right? We're not going to go all extreme. We're just going to make do. Because that's what crafting is, right? That's what makes it fun. Okay. So we've got our circle pretty much cut out. All right. So now you know I got to distress it like I do everything. Okay. And so I'm going to need something behind here. Maybe some, like if you've got some plastic from like packaging or something, or acetate or something. I think I got a little piece of something left. Hold on. Okay, so I don't have any acetate, but I do have this transparency film. So that's what I'm going to use on here. I'm going to put it behind here. So I'm just going to cut it down. Let's see. I'm not really measuring, but I'm just kind of eyeballing it. And then you can just basically just glue it down. So let me get my glue. I'm just going to kind of put glue around the circle. I'm just going to lay this down on top of it. Okay. Let's flip it back over. And then, where did I put that image at? I know you guys probably saw what I did with it, but I have no idea where I just put it at. Oh, I see it. Never mind. So, I think I'm going to use her. Let me cut her out first. Like I said, it's fun to just use what you've already got. And like I said, this is just from packaging. This is leftover packaging. But some of the packaging you get, the images are gorgeous. The graphics on it are very pretty. And you can reuse it. So let me just see. It may be too small, but I don't know. We want to see. Yeah, it's kind of too small. But what I could do is create like a collage within the circle. So let's see what we could do. Like maybe put like a little flower or something. Like a fussy cut out flower or something. Hold on. Or actually, what I was going to do was put it on the inside. I was going to fussy cut out a flower and put it on the inside or behind the acetate or transparency film. But what I could do is just go ahead and glue her on there and then put something on the outside. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. So let me just go ahead and glue her on. I'm just going to kind of go around the outer edges of her image. And then line her up where I want her at. Try to get her image in the center. Yeah. And then, I don't like how that glue does, but it'll dry. It's fine. We'll make it work, right? And then what I could do is just take some book pages or something to kind of camouflage around the circle. Maybe, we'll see. I don't want it too big. So I'm gonna kind of see what it's gonna look like first before gluing it on here. And then I can get like a piece of, I don't know, maybe some cheesecloth or, oh, actually, I've got a piece of this burlap. So let me just cut a little piece of that off of there. I can set that there. Might put this down here or somewhere. Okay, so I think I'm going to use a piece of this doily. So I'm just going to cut like a little, I'm going to cut a piece off. Let's see, well, yeah. Wonder if I should have left that on there. Yeah, I'm thinking way too hard on this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this on. Maybe I guess I could take a little piece of it off. Yeah, I like that right there. You had to excuse the sound in the background. That's my washing machine. Okay, so now I'm going to use some of this UHU glue stick, and you can use any type of glue you like. And I'm just going to run this doily, this little paper doily, across the glue. And we're just going to go ahead and stick it on here. And I like how the white part covers up part of that white behind there, the void that's in the circle. I like that. Now, let's see. I'm gonna try to distress just a little bit. I'm just gonna rub this across some ink, the ink pad. This is Vintage Photo, or yeah, Vintage Photo Distress Oxide from Tim Holtz Ranger. All right, so it's got a little bit of glue. I mean, a little bit of distressing on it. I'm just go ahead and glue this on in place. And let's see, how did I have it? Did I have it like this? I think I'm gonna put it kind of up like that. And then I'm gonna add this one here. Maybe I should put this on this. I think I'm gonna put this on this side. And I'm gonna have it kind of coming out a little bit. I'm also going to have this book page. I think I'll have it kind of going up here. But let me distress it first too. I'm just going to run this book page across the ink. And that's fine that it kind of covers it a lot. But I got quite a bit of ink on there. More than I expected, but it'll be okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put this book page like right here. Because we're still doing some layering. So we'll put that there. Let's see. And I try to find different things in my stash. This is cute. Let me see. I wonder if that will work. Or I've got these little clear stickers. Let's see. It's just so hard to come up with an idea. I kind of like this right here. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with that while I'm thinking about it. I don't have my tweezers, but we're just going to have to make do. I like that. But I also like this right here too. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. I'll put a little bit of glue here. And I'm going to glue this burlap up there. And then maybe I could add this going down like that. We'll see. It's cute. I'll be satisfied. I will be satisfied. Put that like that, and then I've got this coming up like that. Or should I have it kind of going like this? But yeah, me go ahead and distress that too. And I can always come back and add something else on there, like another flower or something. It was hard for me to find a flower that matched, so we're just going to stick to this. And I'd gotten this flower, I'd cut it out from one of the pages that I'd gotten from Shein. I think it was either Shein or, I don't know. I've got different packages of stuff. Yeah, I'd cut it out from here. Really pretty papers and stuff. And let me see. I did some stamping. I had some stamping and die cutting actually last week, and I still have some leftovers that I could put on here. I don't want to take away from too much, so maybe I'll put this right here. Put this here. No, I think that's too much. I'll put that there, though. I like that. So we'll stick that on there. I don't want to overdo it, but yeah, we'll just put it like that. I wonder if I should just turn it straight. Yeah, we'll just turn it straight. That's cute. That kind of brings it in. Okay. And then we need like a word or something up here. But before I put a word or anything else, I'm going to, this got stuck. Somehow the glue got stuck. But that's fine, because I can put some paper over top of this. And then I'm also going to put some paper over top of this. So, matter of fact, I'll just use some of this, let's see what I have in my stash. I'll use some of this coffee dye paper. So, sorry that I keep kicking this. So, I need a piece of paper that's approximately, let's see what we got. I need one, let's see if this is 5 1/4. I'm just need one that's like 4 3/4 by 3. 3 by 4 3/4. So I need 2 of them. 3 by 4 3/4. Three by 4 3/4. So turn it like this. And then we're just going to distress it. I know it seems like I'm taking forever on this, just this one little piece, but I'm going to speed things up in a little bit, because we're just going to combine this into just like a little journal thing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. Try to get it in the center. And I'll do the same thing with this one. I'm covering up that acetate. Even if a little bit of it shows, that's fine. Because we'll have the bulk of it. And then I'm going to stitch going around the edge. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. I did some stitching around it. And it's on there pretty good. So it's secure. And you don't have to worry about that coming out. So, alright, so now we just need to fill it. And I'm just going to literally take some scrap papers. And I'm going to be stapling it on the inside. I'm just going to take some random pieces of paper from this little stash that I have over here on the side. Let's see. I'm just going to fold them. This is white paper, but this was just old crinkled up paper, copy paper that I had gotten crinkled up, and that's why I didn't use it as copy paper. So that's pretty much what this is. So I'm going to put this over like this. I'm just going to tear it. Well, I guess I'll have to cut it because it's kind of thick. So cut it down. We've got that, and then we're going to have, let's see, I like this blue paper. I'm just going to cut it to fit. And then we've got different size pieces of cardstock that we can add in there. I've got this, oh, this is from where I drew. This was last year sometime. Double-sided. I think I was doing the index card art for fam, the same person. Yeah. I can add this in here. And we're just going to kind of make this pretty much the same size. So I'm just going to tear it. Try to make it fit. It's not going to be perfect, and that's totally fine. And I'm just going to staple this. I'm going to open this up. Open that up. I'm not going to worry about distressing this. It'll be fine. I'm going to put this as close to the middle as I can get it. And then I'm just going to stick this in here. Stick this in here. And then put these in here. I'm going to fold this so that this staple gun can get up to the center where I need it. And voila, we have our thing. I think I'm gonna put some washi tape over top of that so it's kind of not as hazardous. Because sometimes the staples can get a bit sharp and we don't want that. I think I'll use some gold. Wish I could find some thick gold. I'll use this because it's cute. If I can figure out how to open it. I'm having a hard time with that, so we'll use a different piece of washi. These are not, I'm not having luck with that. We'll use some of this washi, which is just as cute. They're all cute. Let's see, I think I'll use like a contrasting color. Three hours later, I'm still over here trying to get this. All right. I'm gonna add a little bit of glue because I want this washi to stay. And for extra added protection, I think I'm going to add just an extra piece of paper going across. Maybe I'll use a solid, I need something thick. Oh, that's perfect size. I'm going to use a piece of this Starbucks paper. That's cute. And I'm just going to glue it going across. That way, hopefully the staples won't go through the washi. Because they, I don't know, can you tell they look a little bit sharp? So we're just going to cover that up just to be on the safe side. And then we're going to cover it again with some really pretty washi. And we're going to make it look like it's supposed to be like that's part of the look. Which it kind of is in a way. And you know what? I'm just going to cut this. I should just tear it. And I'm just going to let it come on across, come on around. Like so. I think that'll be okay. Actually. I loosen that up. I'm going to put it on that back page. Yeah, that's what I should do. Put it back here. There we go. So, what do you guys think? Here's our little notepad. Get you some paper and you can write, journal. Alright, we've got our notepad. So, let's put this washi back up and make room for some more of this stuff. Okay, so I went on ahead and I took the coffee dot paper and journal cards and the tag, and I went on ahead and glued them on to the coffee dot paper. I'm just going to cut these out and distress them. I'm going to stitch around them, and but before I do that, I want to go ahead and also, since I'm also going to be doing some stitching, I've got one of these little fat quarters from, it's either Walmart or Dollar Tree. I can't remember. One of them. Anyway, so I like this beige color. So I'm going to add this photo on there to a part of this. So, let me see. So I'm just going to cut a quarter out. And I'm just going to, I'll just rip it. Because I love that ripped look. I think it just makes stuff look so much better. I'm going to set this over to the side. I'm just going to kind of not distress, but whatever you call it, our edges. We're going to make our edges kind of run a little bit. Whatever. It's not going to be perfect, so, you know. I'm just going to put this one here. And I want to stitch around the edges of it. And I'll stitch around it when I stitch around the edges of the journal cards. So I decided that this photo needed something behind it before putting it on the brown. I needed like a contrasting color. So I just took some of this music sheet and glued it on here. And now I'm getting ready to glue it onto the fabric and then stitch around it. And then I'll be right back. Okay, so I went on ahead and I did the stitching. And while I was stitching, I went on ahead and also I went on ahead and made some of these little clusters. I thought they would look pretty good with this. And I just basically took some of my scraps from, I just tore bits and pieces of the different papers and stuff like that. And literally just tore up strips and stitched them together. I didn't even distress them. I just stitched them together. So we're going to be adding those in there along with the stitched on journal card. Or not, I'm not going to stitch on the journal card, but I might actually make this into a pocket instead of using it as a journal card. We'll see. But then I did go ahead and stitch on these right here to the back of the coffee dyed paper. And so let's go ahead and just build this together. So we have our pages right here that's already been distressed and stuff. And we have these extra little bits and bobs. So yeah, I think, like I said, we've got our little journal, what you call it. Yeah, I think I will make this into a pocket instead of a journal card. Or actually, I think I might make it into a belly band. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this into a belly band. But I need a semi-thick piece of paper. This is a pretty good thickness. But it's not quite tall enough. Let me find a scrap. Let's see. No, that's not good enough. I'm going to take a piece of this Amazon packaging and I'm going to use it for a belly band. And I'm just going to cut along the edge because it's pretty thick and I do need something semi-thick that's going to withstand stuff going inside this belly band. And yes, you can see the white. Actually, you know what I might do? I might just stitch it. That way I know for sure it's not going to go anywhere. This is going to go over down to here. So let me just go ahead and cut it where I need it cut. This is going to be going on top of it. So let me stitch going down this. Or, well, hold on. Yeah. I'll stitch going down this way, and I may even just put a piece of this music sheet going down. So I think that'll look pretty good. So I'll just cut a little strip of it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just enough to kind of almost collage with this. But I think that that'll look good right there. And this will look good over top of it. And I may even just add just a little hint of pink. Maybe bring in see. Or even yeah, maybe a piece of pink and brown or something. I'll just leave it as is. These two right here, and I'm going to stitch that, and I'll be right back. So I did go ahead and stitch this, and it's cute, but I don't think that's going to look as well as I want it to look. So I think, okay, so I've got like different fabrics and different things over here. I think it needs like a contrasting color. So I think I'm going to use some of this tulle or mesh or whatever you want to call it. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Hold on. Sorry guys if I haven't been in frame. It's kind of hard to see where my camera's at. Okay, so I'm just going to, instead of having a belly band, I'm going to have it's going to be two pockets. This is going to be a pocket, and then we're going to have a pocket back here. And then I also want to add, I think it may be kind of cute. We'll see. I have some of this, what is this called? Sequin, so scallop lace, sequin. Yeah, this. So let me take this pin, the safety pin loose, and we're going to kind of just look at it to see if it'll even look right first before I do it, but I think it'll be cute. If I add like a little bit of lace right here, what do you think? Yeah, I think that'll be cute. That's what we're going to do. Take a little piece of this off. And so I'm just going to, this is going to go on the bottom of this. And then I'm going to cut a piece of this mesh. But I'm going to first stitch this onto the mesh. And I may even put like something else behind the mesh just to kind of make it more secure. Like maybe some cardstock or something. Let's see what we can come up with. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut a strip. And I'll probably have it going kind of down at an angle and coming down. So let's see. First, let's go ahead and measure what size I need. I want it to come to probably about right here, so we can still have a title up here. And then I need it to come over to about right here. And I'm going to cut two of them like that. Yeah. On this one, I'm just going to, let's see. I'll put that there. Yeah. And I'm going to be stitching this to the page. But first, I'm going to be stitching this one to the mesh and this one to there. All this is going to go into the mesh first, and then the mesh is going to go onto the paper. Okay, so I went ahead and I stitched around the edge and added this pocket on here. So we've got this pocket, and then now we've got this pocket right here. And I went ahead and glued these papers on. And since I was already at the sewing machine to speed the process up, I basically just added some little tabs on these, just stitched them on. Just added little fabric pieces. And then I just found some scrap paper and made like a little pocket right here. And just stitched on some of these little pieces right here. And this is from some fabric that I gotten from a thrift store. I did like a cute little TikTok video, and that's where this comes from. It's just that same fabric. And then I did the same thing with some of the other, I had gotten these at the thrift store as well. And I took some of that same fabric from one of them, and then I just made this little belly band with some of it. So I made the belly band, and I made another, I guess this could be a belly band as well. But yeah, I made some more stuff to go into the journal. So we're just going to basically go ahead and assemble it. And so I found some more papers that I want to go in. So it's just going to be like a journal insert, basically. That's what it's going to be. So I'm going to add like different papers in here just to kind of make it set apart from each other. finished with it. We've got our little clusters and stuff on the side, tab clusters, and then we've got this little it's like a hidden paper clip that I made like a few years ago in the spring sometime. And here's our little booklet that we made with the different pages and stuff in it. I like how it turned out. So front to back, you can either tuck it in right there or wherever. We added the doily and just added some extra stuff in here. I went on ahead and added our little belly band on here, and then just put in the ephemera pieces and made some tags, just some plain little old white tags or whatever. But that's pretty much it. So I like how this turned out. We got a little 2 pockets back there. I like that. So yeah, really easy. And like I said, I used the kit that was on Lovelie's Patreon. And I'll have all the stuff in the description. I can't think of the name of it right now. I think it's lavender, but I'm not real sure. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. But yeah. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please check out my channel and other videos. And yeah, subscribe. Check out my other videos, my blog, social media sites. And as always, I really thank you guys so much for watching.